So we just announced our April 14th show on UFC Fight Pass. That'll be here in Los Angeles at the Commerce Casino. It'll be our first time at Commerce Casino. It has a bigger capacity. We sold out the Quiet Cannon, totally maximum capacity over there. So now we'll have a bigger capacity. We'll have a much higher production value with the high ceilings and the lighting and everything like that. So we're really excited about Omar Trinidad fighting Adan Ochoa. Omar Trinidad has been on all 5 of our shows that have been on UFC Fight Pass, and now this is a local rivalry. You don't need much promotion on this fight. As soon as we announced it, the fans are like, yeah, I'm going to come see that fight. So we're really looking forward to that. Like I said, it's a local rivalry. 2 up-and-coming rising stars, and they've agreed to fight each other in the main event Friday, April 14th. At our last show, Omar Trinidad had a spectacular win, had a good knockout, and then we invited, so Adan Ochoa was there present at that show, and we invited him in the ring. And as soon as he got in the ring, then all of a sudden, I didn't even have to instigate anything. I was trying to keep them apart because it's just such a natural rivalry. I guess Adan has been calling out Trinidad on social media, and so Trinidad has accepted that challenge, and now is the right time to do a fight like that. Yeah, sometimes things are staged in terms of promotion, but that we literally just wanted to have him, give him the respect of being there, Adan Ochoa, and bring him in the ring and make the introduction and do a face-off, and then right away I had to start separating them. So that's a natural promotion there between these 2 fighters. And like I said, there's a lot of local pride here, each representing their own city and their own gym, and you'll see a lot of fireworks between those 2 guys who want to prove out of their pride and for their career who's the best in that ring.
And women have earned their place in the ring also. You are including also female bouts, right?
Absolutely. We always like to highlight a female bout on our shows. Every show that we've done in LA has had at least 1, if not 2 female bouts, sometimes amateur female bouts. Chantel Navarro. We've had her on our shows many times. Gloria Munguia, who's actually a training partner out of the same gym as Omar Trinidad. We're looking to have her also. She's become a fan favorite, and we're looking to have her on the April 14th show as well.
Yes, now the skills acquired by women have almost equal the guys.
Yes.
They can really fight. They can really put on a show.
Absolutely, and they've really elevated the sport of women boxing. You see some of the fighters that have sold out places like Madison Square Garden or the O2 Arena recently, and we've worked a lot with Cecilia Brecos, done 2 fights for Layla Ali, and so we've always been supportive of women's boxing, and we're looking for, as I mentioned, Gloria Munguia to be on this show, but also in the future having many more female fights on our shows.
Yes, people think promoters of just putting the fights, but you have been a very creative promoter. You came up with the super flyweight series.
Yes. That
was totally amazing with this. What are the 3 editions of the?
Yeah, we had 3 different shows for Superfly. I'll tell you, Pepe, that was one of my favorite projects to work on because it really came about when we had Triple G in the main event, and then we had Chocolatito as the co-feature. And at that time, they were both considered number 1 and number 2 pound for pound in the sport of boxing. I don't think that's ever happened before, having the top 2 fighters in the sport of boxing, regardless of their weight division. And Chocolatito got such a great response being on HBO and at all those sold out arenas that we had with Triple G. I spoke to HBO, and especially Peter Nelson. We have to thank him for saying, okay, Chocolatito's earned the right to headline his own show. So instead of putting on different weights, let's just put on all the same weight divisions. And we really brought a highlight to the flyweight and super flyweight divisions. And those are some of the most exciting fights that you see in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, it became like a world tournament.
Yeah, it really did.
In that weight category.
Yeah.
It was very, very exciting.
The great thing about that division is they were all willing to fight each other. When you get into like the heavyweights or some of the heavier weights, there's a lot of politics, and they want to position themselves, and they realize with the flyweights and super flyweights, it's like it was a big opportunity to them to be on HBO and to showcase their talents, and so they were willing to fight whoever it was at the time. So it really became a round robin tournament, whether it was Estrada Quadras or Rungvisai from Thailand. It was really some great fights on that show.
Yeah.
So this will be our first show at Commerce Casino. It's a Friday night. It's April 14th. The doors open at 6 o'clock. The first fight will be at 8 o'clock. Normally we start at 7 o'clock on the West Coast, but because of Friday night, because of traffic, we want to make sure all the fans get there on time. As I mentioned, doors open at 6 o'clock. The first fight on TV on UFC Fight Pass will be 8 p.m. And those tickets will be available on our website. That's 360promotions.us. That'll take you directly, if you hit the ticket chart, it'll take you directly to the ticket chart, and fans can already start buying their tickets. It's active right now. We're expecting to sell out the Commerce Casino as well. We always have popular local ticket sellers on these shows here in LA, and you'll see some great matchups on this show. Chucky Barrera is going to come back. He's a fan favorite. Keep an eye on Pepe. Keep an eye on Umar Jambekov. He's from Austria, originally born in Chechnya, but his parents had to flee because of the Russian invasion of their country. He grew up at age 3. He grew up in Vienna, Austria, 9-time Austrian national champion, and we're going to feature him. He also trains at Wildcard Gym. We're going to feature him on that show as well. So we have a lot of great fights planned for the April 14th show.